Well, hello there, everyone. I hope that you can all hear me wonderfully. We have a lot of people waiting for this stream, so that's wonderful. I hope you guys can hear me, and yeah, I'm sure if you can't, then someone will say something about that, won't they? Anyway, thank you all so much. I'd like to start off by saying thank you for all contributing to our monthly or almost monthly feedback live stream, which is always a lot of fun. And we have a whole host of tracks today. We've got a real selection, and I've not heard any of them. And I can't wait. We've got a lot to get through today, so we're going to have to get started. And don't worry, I'm not even going to shill you any products today. This is all about you. So, hello Ride, hello Ian, hello Vexer. Thanks for becoming a member. I didn't notice that. Frass, CBPM in the house, Subliminal, Fusion, Kerry as well. Malcolm McFarland as well. He's on the naughty step today. Thank you everyone else who submitted on time. Shame on you, Malcolm, but we're happy to have you last minute anyway, because I want to hear what you've been up to, because it's been a while. Yes, Vexer is very important. It says, please ensure your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright and locked position. Very important, my G's. Hello to Andy as well, Martin Lasky, Blips as well. And is the game on if... Oh my goodness. I will have to put the game on in a moment. I actually forgot about that. All right. Let's get started, my G's. So these are in no particular order. Well, they're sort of in alphabetical order. That was just how they were imported. But essentially, we're going to get cracking with our G 9 wrenches today, starting us off from the New York City. So here we have our track number 1 out of 17. We're going to do a raffle halfway through because Digipax, our fellow subscriber and label artist who released a recent track that you guys really liked called The Other Moon, he made a cool t-shirt with the artwork, and we've just got a short little raffle to do halfway through where one of our members is going to win this, and I'm going to post it to them. But yes, anyway, let's continue. With our first track then today from 9 Wrenches, Evolve. Absolutely awesome, that one, I think. I think everyone will agree. It's always great to see Nine Wrenches improved little by little every time. And again, it's been a case of a clear improvement. The mix, the sounds are just like so much more powerful and like just, yeah, they just sound so much cleaner. Man, that was yeah, it kind of had, it definitely had like a, I don't know, it almost had like a bit of a psytrance flavor, but definitely nice and heavy, dirty, gritty drum and bass tune though. I really like that. I think you got really great feedback from all of the gang, and I can just say I don't know if Nine Wrenches is actually here live right now, but I would just say again that it's a even more of a step, an obvious step up from the last song that I've heard again. So yeah, I'm not gonna tear that one apart. I'm gonna just gonna move on because that was really impressive. Let's crack on because we've got a lot of tracks to get through today, so I can't ramble on for too long between each one. Andy D we have next, absolute legend, New Dawn. I can't wait how mental this is going to sound. So let's crack on with Andy D.
Stop.
the way it ended, just a little bass drum crash. That was epic. How much effort you put into the whole composition, and then the outro is just. Oh, you've got some wonderful comments there, Choppy McChopperson. I like that. Yeah, that was a absolute pleasure, wasn't it? It was like, it had like the melody and the hooks and everything were consistent throughout. You know, like the way that it goes up and down in pitch and everything. Even though there's like a million different sounds, it all glues together. It all feels like it kind of works. You know, even though it's so hectic and so much is going on, it feels like it just kind of works together. Yeah, I really, really like that. I think it's actually my favourite one from you so far, Andy D. Yeah, by the power of the Lord, you've really smashed this one. The tops sound less like tinny, like it sounds nice and clean in the top end, and yeah, every sound is clear. I could kind of think about a touch more processing on the kick and snare and the mid basses in the high end, just like a little touch more processing to bring them out even further, like even extra clarity. But it's definitely a step up from the last track you submitted. James makes says, right, delete mine, I don't want to play this game, anyone. Well, you guys know, as I mentioned before, you know, we're not here to compete with each other. It's really just it's great to listen to everyone's unique flavor, and super excited so far. I've been blown away by both of them, and yeah, don't worry, I'll hide the disappointment on my face, James, if I have to. I'll put an extra pair of sunglasses on. All right, 2 opening bangers. Let's continue, because otherwise we'll be here until bedtime. So Callie is up next, our G from Hanover in Germany, and this one's called Fusionista, and this one is a non-D&B track, so shame on you. No, just kidding. We love to have different styles and break things up, break up the tempo with a bit of 140 BPM. Let's bounce. Yay! That was wonderful. I really enjoyed that. I felt like as I was listening to that, like I'd come out of the drum and bass room and I'd gone into like the small like side room where there's like side trance and like other genres that I don't understand. And I was like queuing up, waiting to get a beer, you know. But it was like the bartenders were like just not paying attention to me. They were just sort of just like nonchalant, just like washing up and just not really paying attention to their customers, you know. But there was like this music going on in this second room, and I was just getting really into it, thinking like, when are they going to serve me my beer, and when can I go back to the drum and bass room? And now we're going to go back to the drum and bass room, I think. Anyway, that was wonderful, Callie. I really enjoyed that. Ian says it sounds like a John Wick fight in a nightclub scene. I agree. And James says sounds like Matrix. Also, I kind of thought that a bit as well. It's great to see Callie evolve so much as a producer. I've known Callie for a while, and started to make more other genres of music than drum and bass these days. And it's great to see you evolving, Callie. I really, really enjoyed that song. As you can see, I was dancing like a loony to that. That was great and really, really sounded professional. Could definitely get down to that in a club. Definitely, man. Big ups. Love that. Also, just before we move on to the next track, today's stream is sponsored by Störtebeker Atlantic Ale, alcohol-free, which I bought this morning after I went for a little swim at 6:30 a.m. round the corner. Anyway, that's enough about me. Let's continue. CBPM. I can't wait for this one. CBPM's got some great skills. Great contributor to our Discord as well, since a couple of months, I think, or a little bit longer. Work in progress, so be easy on him. This one's called Alternation, and I'm super psyched about this. Wonderful, wonderful. Absolutely love that. I love those melodic trills that you've got. The sound design on those is just marvelous. It's really like nostalgic feeling. I love that. We're going to get a track from CBPM on the label. I don't know if we're going to do this one or another one, but we're gonna get a track out from CBPM. I think we can do one this year. I think he's already at that level. I know he's been headhunted already by another label, so he's in. There's people in fighting for his music already, but we'll definitely release something from CBPM. Maybe this one, or we'll see. I feel like this one's like 90% there. You know, I wish it had like a tiny bit more. I wish the mid basses had a tiny bit more processing on them to take them just a little bit to the next level. But the rest of it's great. The low end is excellent. The melodic trills and it was wonderful. Really deep vibe. It's quite a long track, but I enjoyed all of it. You got some amazing comments as well. Real story of a tune, says John. I agree with that completely. Yeah, epic, bro. I love that. Very professional. Love the low end. Love the mix down. Sounds sick. Hit me up and we'll organise a release for you this year if you're up for it. Let's go on swiftly onwards though, because we got so many tunes still, and we got Daz with Night Rider. I believe I've heard this one on a one-on-one session, but I think it's probably changed a lot since then. So Daz, who's probably asleep in Australia right now, but let's check out the Night Rider. Let's go.
I am the Night Rider. The Night Rider. Remember him when you look at the night sky.
That was dope. That was dope. Sounded better than last time I heard that. I know Daz quite well from our sessions and everything, and I know that he's super busy. But when he has got the time to put into his music, it does always get just better and better. You know, I wish he had more time so he could keep working on it and just fill in some extra details on that track, because conceptually and structurally it's all there, and all the low end is really powerful, and all the funk and groove and vibe it was all great. It just needs like finishing off with like some extra details and bits and bobs, you know, little extra details here and there, but the rest of the track is all the foundation is there for a banger. I love the Night Rider. Well done, Daz. Probably be watching this on repeat tomorrow. Love you, my G. Anyway, let's continue. And we've got Digipax, who needs no introduction. I think this one has not got a title yet. Version 2 Stem Mix 016, something like that. Anyway, we don't need to give Digipax an intro. So, yes, let's go on. Absolutely epic. I love the groove. I love the funk. As always, your new funky style is always impressive. I kind of still want a little bit more of the kick or especially the snare coming through. Yeah, I kind of want the snare to cut through it all a bit better still, you know, but the rest of it is sick. It's a tough act to follow. You're absolutely right there, Ian. You got to rename yourself so that you can be alphabetically at the top of the league table. Naughty, that one. It was for the track title. It was great, but hopefully you can get that one finished and titled up. And yeah, that had a lot of potential though. The bass pan was just epic. All right, let's crack on with Mr. Ian J from the UK. We've got we had 9 wrenches from the US. Andy is from the UK. Callie from Germany. CBPM's from the UK. Daz from Australia. Digipack's from Germany. We've got a lot of English, German, Australian, American. But anyway, let's continue with Ian J. When You Hold Me.
Been in love too many times. Been a slave of my desires. Won't lie, won't lie. Don't lie, won't lie. Don't lie, won't lie. Then you came around, kept me safe and sound. I never knew what love can do. It's all in your eyes, like the clear blue skies. I know it's true. This time it's true. Keep my eyes wide open. Only saw my demons burn. Won't lie, won't lie. Won't lie, won't lie. Thought there's nothing left to fight for, 'cause I've been broken to the core. Won't cry, won't cry. Won't cry, won't cry. Then you came around, kept me safe and sound. I never knew what love can do. It's all in your eyes, like the clear blue skies. I know it's true. This time it's true.
Oh, sorry, I still got a mouthful of nuts. Not those kind of nuts. It's still 0-0, by the way. First half. Pretty boring, I think. Oh, yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Sorry. Okay. Wow, Ian. That was my favourite of you so far, I think. It had such a good vibe. We've got 3 things to do. Well, actually, do we have 3 things to do? I mean, I think Jay Vexer is right. I think we can wrap the mids around the Vox a bit. So that's maybe number 1. But the other 2 things, we've got to bring the drums up a bit. We've got to bring those drums higher up still. Not too difficult to do. And the first drop, we've got to put a bit more movement into the bass line still. The frequencies, the high end needs a bit more treatment still. The second drop was my favourite. The movement on the bass there with the vocals the best. I preferred the second drop to the first drop. First drop just needs a bit of extra work with the bass design, but the drums need to also come up a little bit. That's my criticisms though. Apart from that, it was very, very enjoyable. I love the vibe. It's great to see you doing something fully with the vocals because I've not heard that style from you before, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you very, very much. We're going to do one more song, and then we're going to do our little raffle to win the little T-shirt. Well, the extra large T-shirt, I should say. Anyway, so James Makes, who has been on the Discord for a little while, but I can't quite remember if I've heard this one. I don't think so. Anyway, we shall see if I remember it or not. Yes. Anyway, let's go with James Makes Escape the Labyrinth.
My mind floats from one incomplete memory to another. There is nothing to do but walk and think. I've never felt so tired. My mind floats from one incomplete memory to another. There is nothing to do but walk and think. My mind floats from one incomplete memory to another. There is nothing to do but walk and think.
Thank you for that, James Makes. I really enjoyed that. That was Escape the Labyrinth, and as the guys have noted, it's got a very deep and sinister, dark vibe. Also, a bit of a Photech vibe. I kind of agree. Great sound design. I actually really liked the drop. The way the bass moved around the kick was really, really nice. Then I was wanting a little more volume and crunch from the snare and the tops as well. So I think you could almost push those a little bit more. I think the kick's quite good, but I think you could increase the power on the snare and maybe a little bit on the brakes as well. And then the whole mix was just had a little, as you saw, I turned it up. It all had a little bit of headroom to go still. I think you could you almost slap it up 2 dB or so for free. So you can ride that up a bit higher. But yeah, that was great, man. Just needs a little bit of extra like push in a certain few places, perhaps a little bit more layering, a bit of extra saturation in certain parts, and then you're gonna go from finished-ish to finished. So yeah, great stuff though. Really enjoyed the dark vibe on that one. All right, let's move on to our raffle. So we've only got 3 contenders in. We've got Xenopath, Ian J, and 9 Wrenches to win the T-shirt from Digipax, who kindly sent me a T-shirt for his latest release, The Other Moon, which I showed you at the beginning of the stream. But in case you want to see it again, it's lovely in blue, and it has a great artwork with a sort of android girl or something like that. All designed by Digipax himself. So, anyway, let's get these in my favourite hat. This is my hat from my great German grandfather. It's a very old trilby or fedora. I think it's more of a trilby. Anyway, just three to pick from. So, without further ado, we're going to post this T-shirt to Ian J, it looks like. Yes, Ian, well done, sir. Let's hope this one fits you rather well. So, coming your way soon, my G. Anyway, let's continue because we're about halfway through. We've got loads of tracks left, and we've got Mr. Goodcat coming up next, who is also is living in Australia. In Perth, I think it is. So probably he'll sleep during this stream, but I'm sure he'll watch it first thing in the morning. I know he's very, very, very great producer, and I'm excited to hear this from Canada originally, Mr. Good Cat. Whatever you like. Let's go. Wonderful stuff, Mr. Good Cat. Really enjoyed that. I loved the drop on that. That was sick. The drums sounding epic. Low end sounding great as always. Your mix downs sounding just really, really tight. I want to perhaps release a track from Mr. Good Cat at some point on the label. I feel like it can still go a little bit more still. I think it can still get a little bit better. It's just personal preference, really. I kind of wish that main mid bass had like a little more clarity to it in the mid range. It felt like slightly muddy in a certain part. Wasn't quite clear enough how I really wanted to experience it. And then the vocally chops are quite cool. But I think I don't know if I'm in love with them. They're definitely funky and unique, but the vibe of them is not. I don't know. It's not personally I'm being too mean, aren't I? Sorry. The low end is fat and the drums are fat, and overall it is quite a banger. It's quite a banger. Subliminal says, love to hear some more variation on the vocals. Yeah, I think that could help. I think the vocals, like, they kind of work and they sound good, but perhaps it's the variation that would make them a little more special. Great to have you here, Count House Helmet Daz. You've unfortunately, I didn't know you were joining. I would have saved your track till later on, but we've had yours already, unfortunately, and we've got a long way to go still, so we've got to move swiftly onwards. And we just got a sweet little nugget from Rekiv next, just a little concept idea he's just thrown together for the stream. So thank you, Rekiv. I'm sure this is going to be wonderful. Let's bang this one out.
No one would have believed in the last years of the 19th century that human affairs were being watched from the timeless worlds of space. No one could have dreamed we were being scrutinized as someone with a microscope studies creatures that swarm and multiply in a drop of water. Few men even considered the possibility of life on other planets. And yet, across the gulf of space, minds immeasurably superior to ours regarded this Earth with envious eyes. And slowly and surely, they drew their plans against us.
Wonderful idea. Love that. You're running the sub a bit hot, in my opinion. I think you're always running the sub red hot, but this one's definitely too hot. You can even see on Span how hot it was. I could hear, the audible distortion from it across the whole rest of the track. That is not intentional that time, I don't think. It definitely needs to come down at least 2 or 3 dB. I think that sub bass. I think you got to take that down a bit, It does sound excellent, though. If you brought that down, I think it'd be so much cleaner. But yeah, sick stuff, Rekiv. Thank you. I don't know if Rekiv's here right now, but anyway, big ups, my G. Let's move on, because we have... How many got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I'm surprised I haven't had to go to the toilet yet, but we've got 7 tracks left still. You guys have smashed it today. I've really... I've been so impressed by how many people have submitted. It's been really, really epic, because it doesn't, it's not always easy to find time, and it's not always like you're in the mood to submit a track, but you guys have really smashed it today, so thank you. We're going to carry on with Ride. I don't know if the track's called Top Bounce, but we're going to assume it's called Top Bounce. Final Master, DJ Ride. Let's go.
Yeah, my guy. Yeah. You might cry. Hear me now. Tell me lie. Original. Bad man, everybody looking at me like a Christian, but me not. I'm a man, thinking of the land, yo. Original. Hear me now. You might cry. Hear me now. Tell me lie.
So much fun, so much fun. I think I saw Kerry write something about, I want to go to the DJ Ride Festival. I want to go to the DJ Ride Festival as well. When is it happening and how do I get tickets? Like just like the most happiest festival ever. I love that. DJ Ride, thank you. A true light in the darkness in the drum and bass world. Wonderful stuff. I love the vocals on that. Sounded epic. What I would really love on that one is the leads, the dum 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 dum, those stabs. What you could do for those, which would just take them to the next level, is just like automate some reverb on them. You know, have some reverb coming like in and out on those stabs because they're like a tiny bit dry, and if you like got a nice reverb with them together and like put some automation flair on the amount of reverb on them, you know, that would really like pick up the interest on those stabs, like retain the interest on them for longer because you use them so often. You know, they need a bit more processing. I think that would be what I would do for that. The rest of it sounds sick, man. Enjoy that. And if we ever all get together for barbecue or ride on the decks, mate, that would be such a good day. Discord barbecue. We got to make that happen. Discord barbecue on the beach in Australia somewhere, and just ride, just like with his hands in the air, just like DJing 365 songs for like 24 hours. All right, let's carry on. We got Subfuse next from all the way in Philadelphia, my G. It's always sunny over there. And I wonder why, because Subfuse is making bangers, that's why. And Spain just scored 1-0 to Spain against Germany. Let's continue.
So
Thank you, Subfuse, my G. You've got some great comments for that. And I like it a lot. I love the concept, the vibe. I have to break it to you, though, because I have to speak the truth always, you know. It's definitely too hot. It's definitely too hot, that one. You've got a fair bit of distortion from the overload happening on this one. It's not that you can't fix it, but you definitely need to tame back some of the volumes. It's got a great low end. It's kind of like just a bit too slammed in the mid range with some of the synths and things like that. And I don't want to pick your track apart too much on public live stream, but also that intro, the transients are pretty heavy. I would soften those. It's kind of like all transient and no body. It sounds a little bit like it needs to be a bit softer there, you know. And then the whole low end and the whole vibe, like it's just full on. It's super full on. But if you actually tamed some of the sounds back a little bit, you know, had it not running quite so hot, you'll get back a little bit of clarity that it needs and stop the overload. It does have like a little bit too much of an overloaded spectrum. Okay, so that's just my honest, brutal advice, because it needs mixdown work, in my opinion, to reach its full potential. I only say this to help you, you know. But apart from that, you know, great composition. I love the vocal. It feels like an anthem, you know. It just needs to be a bit cleaner still. Hope that's not being too mean. Just wanted to give you some good feedback for that one. Just bring some of the sounds back a little bit. Those sort of synths. See if you can restore a little bit of cleanliness in the mid range. All right. Anyway, let's continue. I can't wait to hear what Vex has been up to, because that's I can see also, you can see how slammed the waveform is in the previous track, which is not necessarily a bad thing if everything's properly stacked up and EQ'd properly, you know. Then the waveform would sound, you know, the track would sound fine even if the waveform looks like that. It just needs to be cleaned up a bit. But here you can see the waveform is a little bit low, so we're just going to boost this one up, but we'll do that as we listen. Anyway, I'm sure it's going to be almost loud enough. It's almost up there. Sorry, I'm rambling a lot. Let's carry on with Vexor Heartbreaker.
Always knew you'd be that thing for me. I feel you even in the dark. Lifting sunrise over ocean breeze. Always last to break my heart. Break my heart.
I think the brakes are actually fairly clean. I think you can just actually layer them up and give them a bit of extra crisp on them still. Maybe like a little distortion convolution layer on them, make them even a bit larger than life. I think that's what this track needs. I think I would personally bring the brakes up to another level and like make it really brake focused, like give them another like level of layering and detail and make them like larger still, because it's quite a brake focused kind of track, you know. But yeah, man, that was epic, bro. I love that. That was a sick vibe, really old school like kind of vibe, but mixed down sounded like pretty damn good. I'm not gonna complain really. It honestly, you can slam it up harder, my G. I've gone up like 5 dB on that and it still sounds fat, you know. You've got a 5 dB of headroom. Get it up there. Crank things up already so you know where your red line is and you know what you need to do once you're at that limit. Get things slamming harder. But the whole balance of everything you've done sounds wonderful. I really enjoyed that, Mr. Vexer. Thank you so much, sir. Amazing. Thank you for being such a great contributor in our Discord as well. Always cracking jokes in there. I love it. Always brings a smile to my face. We have another new member from Discord who recently joined. We have Wendy Adams. And super excited to hear what Wendy Adams has been up to. We've got a track here called Benevolent Stars. We're getting there, my G's. We've got 4 tracks left. Thank you for sticking with me for so long. I know it's been a bit of a longer one today. I think we've almost... Oh, we're well over an hour, aren't we? Oh, my Lord. We're like an hour and a half in already. Okay. I'm going to have to make the Discord more expensive, aren't I? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Wendy Adams, Benevolent Stars. Let's go.
It's eternal love, glowing in the dark, crashing through your heart, and lost between the fog, an unlimited spark, glowing in the dark. We raise our hands above to the benevolent stars.
Nice little touch in the outro there. Thank you for that, Wendy Adams. I really enjoyed that. That had a great song feeling to it. I really enjoyed it as a song. You know, the leads were excellent, and I like the vocal hook as well. Maybe the vocal could have a little bit of extra processing, as someone mentioned, but mainly the foundation just needs to be reworked a bit. I think you just need a bit of a better drum group underneath. It's like those kicks and snares. They want to be cutting through the mix a bit tighter. You want to make a bit more space for them. But I think they kind of lack that modern edge to begin with, like the samples. It's kind of like you'd be sort of polishing a turd a little bit with the kicks and snares. I think you could possibly replace them, or at least layer them up in the high end. They kind of miss a little bit of that. Especially the snare needs way more going on in the top end for it to cut through. And then the main bass that you've got underneath as well needs a little bit of treatment and reworking. Once it fits better with the kick and snare, it'll be it'll sound better anyway. But what you've got though is you've got a great melody, you've got great lead line. All of the leads and all of the vocal parts are fantastic. I just really want you to replace or almost rework the sort of low end foundation a little more, and probably start with like getting the kick and snare a bit better. I'd probably start with that. I think that's the number one thing to do, and then get that bass line gelled with them a little bit sweeter, and then sort of just reworking the low end a bit. If you want it to be sounding really, really professional and perfect, I would rework the low end elements all a little bit more. But keep all the leads and the vocals, and the whole song idea is excellent. I love that. It would be great if it had a bit more power in the kick and snare and the bass. But yeah, really enjoyed it though. It was a great listen. Thank you, Wendy Adams. Okay. So let's continue. We've got 3 tracks left. Woo Logic, my G, from from Kent, right where I grew up as well. Literally a couple of bus stops away from where I went to school. My G, John, from the UK. So let's hear what you've been up to with Fire It Up.
Mother is the name of God on the lips and hearts of all children.
Great stuff. Woo Logic. And yes, I remember this song now. I kind of agree a little bit with KX Zen on this one. That the drums, we need to turn the drums up. I think the mixdown sounds pretty clean. I'm quite sure that if we just boost those drums a bit more, that they will sound fine. I think we can get we can start by ragging up the drums harder and seeing how far we can go, because they just need a bit more presence still, the whole drum group. And then if they don't go much further, then we'd have to rebalance the mix a little bit and carve out a little bit more space for them, because they deserve to be a little bit more present still. But yeah, apart from that, the rest of the mixdown is excellent. You know, you've no problems in the mixdown at all. And this is just a personal preference thing that I think also I agree with, that the drums could have a bit more power, more volume essentially. But the rest of all the other elements sounded great. I love the way the lead, that kind of main iconic lead that you've got going on, it really pops out at you. It really jumps out at you in volume, but it kind of sounds nice, you know. I love the way it sort of comes out, and it makes it very, very different. I like the vocal in the build-up as well. I think the vocal sounds really unique. So the vocal in that lead give it like a really unique flavour that's something different, which I like, and it sounds dark as well in a way, you know. It sounds nice, you know. Yeah, so I think just for that one, to finish it up, I'd say just see how much more we can do with the drums on that one. Yeah, that'll be it for that. I think apart from that, it sounds excellent. Thank you, John. Great to know you're from Kent originally as well, Malcolm. Let's continue. We've got 2 tracks left only. Xenopath, my G, from all the way on the western side of the United States, and can't wait to see how Xenopath has been improving his sound. So let's listen to Please Don't Go. What about the little click at the end? Could you not have faded that off, for goodness sake? Ah! I'm just kidding. That was excellent. I have to disagree a little bit in the comments here because Vexer says sounds a little too hot to him. Well, get out of the kitchen if you can't take the heat, is what I'd say. And CBPM says maybe the mids are clipping a tad. From what I've heard from you before, because I've known Xenopeth for a while, that is the best mix down that you've ever done, in my opinion. I don't think you've done overcooked it. I think it's just on the edge. I think it's fine where it is. I think it sounds excellent. I don't want you to ever stop. I kind of want you to keep going on the trajectory that you're on, and I want to see 1 year from now you be absolutely on fire. And I mean that. I think you've got to keep going as hard as you can for a whole year, and then you'll be absolutely on fire, because what you've got with your creativity and your ideas is excellent. Your mix down skills have 100% improved. You're doing a lot of really, really intricate things with like your rhythms and your hi-hats. There's a couple of moments in the first drop where a few of the hi-hats sort of shifted a little bit too out of time, just very, very slightly. I noticed it, and it didn't really happen so much in the second time. And the second time around, you had some new percussion, sort of very natural, organic Foley sort of percussion sounds in there. Sounded like you recorded something in the kitchen. And they sounded excellent. Almost wanted to hear them a bit more still. I think you're going to use a few more tighter convolution layers on a few sounds to get that extra depth in the moments where you need it. But you've got this style where it's very choppy and you've got obvious gaps in, and that's great. And sometimes you want it to be dry. Sometimes you want things to be a little bit more convoluted and have a little extra depth on. But you're doing really technical work, and you've got to get it perfect. It's going to have to be perfect what you're doing, so you're going to keep having to work on it. But I think the mix down is wonderful from what I've heard from you so far. I think it's a real step forward in the right direction. So that's my advice for you for there. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, great. Long story short, it was a banger. All right, let's move on. Asylum, who dropped the track in very late, so he's on the naughty step. Shouldn't really be here because everyone else was on time. Why weren't you? You know, did life get in the way and you didn't see Discord? Don't you know you're supposed to check the Discord every day? Come on, it's you know, it's very important. All right, anyway, sorry. Let's go. I can't wait to hear your track, Malcolm, because I know that you're a genius behind the computer. So let's have a listen to Again, Work in Progress. Our last track, can you believe it? We finally got there.
Been so long since I met you, feel so strong, yeah. I know I could really trust you.
Awesome stuff, Malcolm. Asylum. I love to hear your music always. I think it sounds very professional. Very, very professional indeed. I'm not picking favourites here, but what I am essentially doing is just saying that to put it on record, I'd love to have something for my label from these three guys in the near future. I mean, I think CBPM, I think we can do something in the next few months probably. I think Asylum a little bit more work, in my opinion, maybe by the end of the year, and I think Mr. Goodcat probably by the end of the year or start of next year. Would love to have a single from you guys because I think you've done very professional work, and everyone else has also been amazing so far. And I'm not trying to make this into like a competitive stream at all. I just wanted to say it now because I won't probably get around to messaging you if I don't say it now. so please hit me up. Please write me before I forget, because I tend to get swept up with other projects and then it gets a bit difficult to remember to say things. So sorry about that. Anyway, that has been just so good today because we've had 17 tracks. I think it's been the largest feedback stream ever, to be honest. And we've done the whole Germany-Spain game, which is still 1-1, which is 1-1 now. I can't believe it. It's been just a massive buffet of different styles, different flavors, and please ignore the thing I said about those guys hitting me up for potential label thing. That's just something that's been coming anyway. And the whole idea of these streams, as I said, it's not to be competitive, and it's just to be positive and encourage each other as a community. And I love all of you guys the same. I literally got enjoyment out of every single song. I really, really, even Callie with the completely different 140 BPM tune. I was loving that, man. I was really enjoying that. It really got me grooving. All of you guys have smashed it and leveled up. Xenopath, I'm really, really happy with that one as well, man. I really like the mix down on that. That sounds sick. Ride's just always bringing the vibes, you know. You guys know that I love you all very much. I think your music's great. Anyone wants to do any last minute tweaks and tweak things up with me on a one-on-one session, you know where to find me. If you want to have any little extra mix down advice or little like kind of tips, feel free to book something. As always, you're always more than welcome. But yeah, this has been a vibe. It's gone on for a while, this stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have. Ian, I'll be sending your t-shirt out very soon as well. Thank you for that. But yeah, this has been great. I just want to finish by just thanking you all for being absolutely creating a great supportive network and community on Discord. You guys are like my family. It's like it's like we're all kind of into the same stuff, you know. It's like you create this online community of people that are just like you, and it's just great to have you guys all in my life, you know. Every day checking my Discord, you know, it's like the best app on my phone. So thank you all. Thank you all for submitting and being on time, except for Malcolm. No, I'm just kidding, Malcolm, we love you too. But yeah, thank you all for submitting. We're going to do another one in like maybe August or September, depending. I think August might be a little bit busy for me. Maybe we'll do it at the beginning of September. We'll see. Maybe August. I'll arrange something else anyway. Yeah. That's been it then, I think, for today. I think I'm going to go and get some dinner or something like that. I hope you guys have a great weekend and all that. Enjoying the football or whatever else you're doing. Probably half of you don't even like football because you're producers. But yeah. Great stuff. I'm gonna have to like let it all sink in and try and sort of remember what just happened, you know. It's different for me when I'm listening while I know I'm being watched and filmed versus when I can listen like on my own in peace like an introvert. You know, it's very different. But I hope that you guys got a little bit of feedback. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys feel motivated to crack on, you know, whether you think you can go harder, you know, just absolutely go for it, guys. And, you know, I sound like I'm trying to do like a Braveheart speech here and I'm just failing miserably. All right. You guys know what I mean. Come on. We got to keep pushing forward. There's always work to be done. I've just finished a track today. And I'm like, I can do better already for the next one. You know, we can always improve. And that's the joy of music production. You never get to that finish line, and that's okay. We're going to keep going, but we're all here together to enjoy it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it today. Peace out, my G's. Much love. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much. We'll talk in Discord. See you guys soon. Take care.